More than a year ago, millions of people shifted to working from home. Now office doors are slowly reopening and some city workers are starting to commute again. NTD's Jane Werrell looks at how offices in the square mile might adapt to life after lockdown.
The City of London, or Londinium as the Romans called it, is traditionally the capital's business district, with 33 times more workers than residents. In the past year, pandemic restrictions have changed the way we work, and the oldest part of London is feeling the impact. And looking to the future, the head of city leasing for the largest commercial real estate services company in the world says COVID has accelerated the shift to the hybrid working model, which combines remote work with time in the office.
There's been quite a long-term shift towards a more hybrid model of working. The demand for the 5-day working week has been reducing for some time. I think COVID has probably got us to a point that we would have got to anyway. We've seen a flight to quality, so people looking for the best buildings, amenity-rich buildings where their staff can collaborate and enjoy coming to the office.
AXA investment managers say 22 Bishopsgate, the newest and tallest skyscraper in the city, has 60% of its office space leased. Meanwhile, Lloyds Bank has said it will reduce its office space by 20% in a move towards flexible working. That's after 77% of its employees said they wanted to continue working from home for 3 or more days per week. It's not the only city institution considering the move to flexible working.
There is a huge focus on giving people the flexibility to re-engage with the working environment on their own terms, as opposed to companies necessarily dictating to people, this is how you do it and you need to come back full time.
Dubitsky says inquiry levels for flexible offices in the city have picked up, but not as fast as expected compared to other parts of central London.
This could be as a result of simple migration of staff into locations easier to commute to, or it could be simply to do with the fact that companies in the City of London want to be very certain about restrictions easing.
For those commuting to the office, they've noticed a little more buzz in the city.
It was sort of like a ghost town. You could move through the streets very easily, very little traffic. And now you can see the taxis are moving again. You can see more people are out, the shops are open, and it's just a bit more life and colour and characters coming back into the city.
Being able to do sort of a commute is quite welcome, and it's a nice shift. Both are good, but this is sort of how we're meant to be working, and the city is more relevant because of that, because of the offices that we have here.
It was a shame to see it when it was so quiet and had the soul ripped out of it a little bit, so it's good to be back. A couple of beers at lunch, sat down and had some food. So,
as people return to the city, getting the balance of home and office life is a work in progress. Jane Werrell, NTD News, London.